I'm Brendan Gulick. Welcome to Buckeye Breakdown.
TreVeyon Henderson looks like he's untackleable at times. I mean, Mayan Williams even last night. Mayan Williams averaged a pedestrian 7 yards a carry. And I think Buckeye fans were like upset to see him in on that drive. They're like, oh, where's TreVeyon Henderson? And, TreVeyon Henderson still had 3 touchdowns, still had a great, great
He had
day.
10 touches and scored 3 touchdowns. He is going to break Maurice Claret's Ohio State freshman touchdown record of 18 touchdowns. He's going to break it within maybe the next game. He's only 3 shy. He literally hasn't had 100 touches yet this year.
Which, not to interrupt, but that's remarkable to think. And I know Mo Claret, like Brendan, you watched him growing up. I watched him. I'm a year or 2 younger than him, but watching him play at Ohio State, he was like unbelievable. And like there's still like these we make documentaries about the fact that he was there for a year. I realistically think going forward, and we are watching the greatest running back Ohio State will ever have in TreVeyon Henderson right now.
Wow.
I know that's a bold statement. I said it last night. My father-in-law is a diehard Ohio State fan. We were watching the game together, and I said it, and he smiled, and he goes, I hope you're right, because he's a lot of fun to watch. And when I say that, I know you and I were texting back and forth last night about some of the guys, but like, what he brings to the table, he's just that different. And some of these other guys may have stat-wise, he's better than them stat-wise. These other guys, like at the time that they played, and let's say, what's your Mount Rushmore of running backs, Brendan, for Ohio State? I mean,
there's no way you don't have Archie on it. I would say this is a quick snap judgment kind of thing. I would say Archie, Eddie George, maybe some of it is a little bit recency bias, but I'd have a hard time not putting Ezekiel Elliott or J.K. Dobbins on there.
100%. That would be mine. Going into the season, I would have had Archie Griffin, Eddie George. And I say this in the modern era. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't watch guys in the 50s, so I'm sorry. There's probably somebody there. It's like, hey, so-and-so 1950 did that. Great. Archie won the Heisman twice. Eddie George won the Heisman. Zeke, J.K. Dobbins, like those are really good running backs. What TreVeyon Henderson's doing as a true freshman right now is ridiculous. And those guys didn't play on offenses as good as this offense. And what I mean by that is not just a compliment to the offensive line, but we're still throwing for 300-plus yards per game, sometimes 400 yards plus game, and he's still doing this with the touches he's getting. I think he's a generational player. I think we're going to look back at this time and go, holy smokes, this TreVeyon Henderson kid was really, really special. And as he continues to play an upward trend like this, it's going to be hard-pressed to say that he's not on that Mount Rushmore when it's all said and done.
TreVeyon Henderson is averaging 8.77 yards per carry with 11 rushing touchdowns on 79 rushes.
Brendan, we're not talking about this kid for the Heisman, and I don't know why. Like what?
I mean,
like we're C.J. Stroud. I mean, yesterday, God bless the Pickett kid at Pitt. It's a great story. Blue collar kid. Dad's got the crew cut. Grew up in Pittsburgh, and gutsy move, running and extending the ball against a bad Clemson team and getting a first down. Those guys lost to Western Michigan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And it's not his fault. They scored 41 points in the game, and he's having a great season. I'm not taking anything away from him. But what C.J. Stroud and TreVeyon Henderson are doing right now, as freshmen, like this is absolutely insane right now.